Let's go fishing. This is part 2 of a 4-part series where I went fishing each morning while visiting Sandusky, Ohio with my family. The beginning section of part 2 is still the first day, but I was just casting out in the same area and checking my lines. That's about when another fisherman walked up on me, so we had a brief chat about the area and the fish caught, as well as me asking for some advice. I'm always happy to talk to other fishermen, and everybody in this area was super nice. Pretty much everyone I met, from the staff at the tackle shop to the locals in the area or any other tourists, were happy to share advice, which is super cool because I love how inclusive fishing is, especially in this area. Now at this point I had a small takedown but wasn't seeing anything substantial, and like the catfish from the last video, I started seeing my line move in different directions. So right about here I figured it was time to reel it up and at least check the bait. And thankfully for me, once I started reeling, that's when I realized I had a fish on. I was a bit confused of what type of fish would not really put up a fight in the beginning, so I had no clue what was on the other end of my line. But I guess as I was reeling, the fish decided to wake up because it started putting up a fight. Here's where it started pulling some drag. Now I was even more confused of the size of fish I had and the species. But right about here is when I realized I hooked into another new species, my first freshwater drum. The locals don't seem to like this fish too much, but I was excited to catch it. I'm always happy to catch anything, it doesn't matter. Also another big shout out to Bayview Center Tackle. They're located right on the Sandusky Bay. Everyone there was super helpful the whole trip, from re-rigging the lines for me and helping me out with local fishing advice to just being happy to hang out and share fishing stories. This place was great, definitely recommend. And while they don't have a TikTok, one of their staff members does, so I'll drop that in the caption below. Jeff was the staff member that helped me on the first day, and Riley was the one who helped me on the other days. Riley is also who I'll tag in the caption below. He's a super cool guy and a great fisherman, so make sure to go check out his TikTok page. But right about here is day 2 of fishing early in the morning on vacation. I decided to get there a bit earlier, but there were already fishermen there since at this point it was a weekend day. So I had to switch spots and go to a different area, but I could still cast in the same area I was catching fish the day before. I had my rod just set up in the rocks, but was waiting for a takedown. And that's when this happened, fish on. And I could feel from early on in the fight that this was a decent sized fish. But again, since night crawlers can catch anything in this area, I had no clue what I had until I got closer to the bank. So I just kept reeling and fighting this fish, and it turns out it was another freshwater drum. I have to say, these fish put up a good fight, although sometimes they give up halfway through. Another great start to a fishing morning. Stay tuned for part 3.